All right, what is up, everyone? OG over here from Player Essence. Welcome to another PE Live. Today we've got a great show for you guys. We should be talking about some Nintendo Switch stuff. Like always, we're gonna be talking about ZeRo. The world's greatest Smash 4 player has got his new team. And then also we have Japanese sales, plus you guys' comments, you guys' topics, you guys' all that good stuff. So should be a pretty good show today, guys. How you guys feeling today? Man, there are too many people hitting me up with stuff on my email trying to get me to endorse this, endorse that, do this, do that. So much stuff going on today. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the music. It was all from the Persona 5 soundtrack. So if you enjoyed the music, just go type in Persona 5 OST and you'll hear all the songs that I played, or all of them there. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the shoutouts for today, guys. We should have some good shoutouts. I see a lot of people here, over 100 people already here. So thank you to everybody who's came to the stream. So let's go ahead and start from the top here. If you're new to the stream, I usually say what's up to everybody. So if you want me to say hi to you, just gotta type something in the comment section, or not in the comment section, in the live chat. I'll be more than happy to say hi. So all right. So what's up, yo? What's up, man? How's it going? Matthew T. Fields, how's it going, man? Lucina, Elite Ninja Lucina, Elite Ninja Party Man. Shoutouts to Lucina. I think you just got your new badge, didn't you? Yeah, congratulations to Lucina. Thank you so much for the long-term support. 6 months. Brand new Menkyu Sharingan badge. Definitely climbing up the ranks of the Elite Ninja here in Player Essence. So thank you so much. I appreciate the support. I really do. Dank Meme Center, what's good, man? Bowsette, what's up? Gucci Dolphin, what's up, man? Crystal Star, what's up? Leak. I don't recall me saying leak anywhere in the title of the video. Let me double check though. I'm pretty sure I didn't say, you said what leak? I don't think anybody said anything about a leak. I said a rumor. I'm pretty sure I put rumor in the title, guys. So stop making up your own scenarios here. Stop making up your own scenarios. Let me double check. If I put leak, I definitely did not mean to put leak if I did. But let me double check. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Yeah, gaming intel doubles down on second Nintendo Direct rumor. So I don't know what leak you're talking about. There is a rumor that we'll go over. If you watch my normal videos, I've already went over it once. If you watch my PE lives, I went over it once just the other day. So just relax, calm down, just relax. Wait for me to say shout outs to everybody, and we'll get into the topics. No need to rush. It's not. Nobody's, you're not going to die in like a couple seconds for the most part. So just calm down. We'll get right to the topics. All right. All right. Daniel Crowder, what's good? So your first live stream. Thank you so much for coming out to the live stream. Let's see. Artist Akira. Yo, Artist Akira. Thank you so much for the 1-year membership. Shout outs to the long-term support, homie. Chuba, your badge should be changing soon here as well. So Chuba, thank you so much for the support, man. In the House Gaming, what's good? How's it going? Nin Turney, what's up, man? How's it going? Hattori Hanzo, what's up, man? Valhalla Outcast, what's up? Joyd Got Banned, what is up? Robert, what's up? My boy Robert's here. Shout outs, man. Shout outs to Robert. Let's see. You must be using an alt account because your name changed, but I know that's you. Shout outs to the Elite Ninja Robert. Let's see here. Let's keep on going. Paint Fat Purple, what's up? PB, what's good? Christopher, what's up, man? You're here early today, Christopher. What's up, man? Sky73, Jose Lopez is here. Angry Little Sob, what's up, man? Finally made it to a live stream. Good to have you here, Angry Little Sob. Hopefully you can make it to more in the future. Jimmy Jim, what's good? J2 Blue, what's up, man? Let's see here. Ultimate Keymaster, what's good? How's it going today? My mom, what's up, my mom? Let's see here. You put rumor. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure I put rumor, so yeah. Elvis, what's up, Elvis A? How's it going? Thank you very much. Arum, what's good? Gucci Dolphin, what's good, man? How's it going? Urameshi, shout outs to Urameshi, hitting us with those spirit guns. Let's go. Stephen Miller, what's good? Alonzo Vines is here. Good to see you here, brother. Octavius Crockett, what's up, man? Pretty unique name, I like it. Lee Percent, what's good? On your phone, okay, on the phone. Doesn't matter how you get here, just as long as you're here. Kamichi, what's up, Kamichi? How's it going? Elite Ninja Kamichi, I know you just joined up recently, so thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that. Player Essence, we're going to give you a lot of content coming up, especially with Smash Brothers and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So look forward to a lot of cool live streams and community events with the Discord and all of that. So thank you so much. Is it? I still can't say that name. I'm just gonna call you Big S, like I said. Big S, what's good? Blue Bolt, what's up, Elite Ninja Blue Bolt? Good to see you here, man. Good to see you here. Good to see you here. I don't know. I think I've gotten most people here, right? So if I know there's been more people that have been joining in since then. So if you join in, just say something, and I'll be more than happy to get your say what's up. But let's go and let's get into it. Let's go ahead and get right into. I only lose races in Mario Kart because I had an off day. Yeah, that was the funny thing. We'll get into ZeRo and all that in just a bit in terms of that. But I know he was just joking. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this doubling down on this Nintendo Direct rumors. So Gaming Intel, which is pretty much the only site that's kind of running with this whole there's another Nintendo Direct outside of the Smash Brothers Direct, and it's not pertaining to the whole Fire Emblem little presentation that's tonight. They're not saying that it's that. They're saying that they have a Nintendo Direct update, and they said, just to confirm, the leaker stated, I am 100% confident about another Nintendo Direct in November. I am not 100% confident on the date of November 8th. So today's November 7th, so there's no way that they're going to have a bigger Direct. If it's November 8th, there's no way there's going to be a bigger Direct. If it's November 8th, but I don't think it's going to be November 8th because they said they're not confident, but let's just say it is November 8th. If it is November 8th, then it's going to be a mini Direct. It's going to be something that they just drop out of nowhere. That's what they did with the last mini Direct. It's just available at a certain time, which is what Nintendo usually does with it. So if it's tomorrow, it's going to be that. But I don't think it's going to be tomorrow if it is anything. I'm not even sure if there's going to be one. But they're really confident in their source. I mean, like the fact that they doubled down on that rumor. And then they also said be patient as well. So not only did they double down, but then they also reassured and said be patient in terms of it. So you guys can see it right here. Gaming Intel does have this up. So usually when you see like with fake rumors and all this stuff, I mean, you'll see people like, you know, they might do AMAs or they might do like posts and they'll try to get verified like on Reddit. I remember that was the whole rage beforehand when you're trying to get people to really believe you, you know, when it came to it. It was so funny with those. But they're saying that, hey, they've got some information and that if you go to the article, they've said that they've gotten other ones correct before, which I did double check their sources with their other Nintendo Directs. And yes, they did get get a number of them right with other direct dates, but the thing about it is that other people were also saying the same thing as well. But they did get some of the direct dates right. Pretty much everyone that they've listed so far, they've gotten right this year. So you can give them credit for that. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be real. But at the same time, I don't think that necessarily we can just ignore it and say it's going to be false. Like I said, it could happen. It could not happen. I'm not really sure. It could be a direct focused on a mobile game. Like it really could be like a something direct, because they're not giving us details in terms of what type of direct it's going to be. They're not saying anything like that. They're just saying another direct is coming. Now, the thing about it is that there was actually a rumor a bit ago saying that there's going to be another Nintendo Direct after, or another Direct after the Smash Brothers Direct. And I reported on that the first time, and then I reported on this one last time, and then now there's this one here. So I mean, it's just kind of piling up at this point. You know, it's just kind of piling up what we could see or what we couldn't see. Last year Nintendo did a direct, same time around they had the big direct the previous year, or this year, right? It was September 13th. That was when they had their big direct last year, and I don't think they had another direct or anything till the Game Awards. So they didn't really have anything else outside of that. They were really just promoting Super Mario Odyssey and all that. So I think that with this one here, if they do something, it'd be a little bit weird, because you have the Game Awards, and you know Nintendo's going to show up there with something at the Game Awards. They've always showed up with something, whether you like it or not, whether it's Cranky Kong or it's Bayonetta 3, they always show up with something at the Game Awards, you know. So I mean, we'll see what they have for us there at the Game Awards. This direct, let's just go over some possibilities, right? We've already talked about this quite a bit, but some possibilities could be N64 Classic, could be Metroid Prime Trilogy HD, could be that, could be if that is a thing, it could be first Bayonetta 3 gameplay footage, could be first Metroid Prime gameplay footage, or first trailer. Could be more Fire Emblem Heroes, or sorry, not Fire Emblem Heroes, Fire Emblem 3 Houses footage. Could be first gameplay footage of Animal Crossing. Could be an Animal Crossing Direct by itself. I mean, there's lots of different scenarios that kind of play into what this could be if it does turn out to be real. And it could be, like I said, just like a mini Direct. I'm not really sure. I don't think Nintendo's going to have another big Direct, because Furukawa already said, hey, no more surprises for this year. No more new announcements of games. We got our lineup set. We're confident in our bundles. We're just going to sell our games, whatever, you know, and see where we are next year at the end of the quarter, which would be, the end of the quarter is October, November, December. So that's the big 3 quarters, right? Or that's the big 3 months for this quarter. Then see where they are in January. January, you have 2 big games coming out. You have No More Heroes, or Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. And then you also have New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. So 2 pretty good games that should help drive momentum along with Smash and everything that's already been released. So we'll see what happens then. But overall, we'll see. I mean, like, it's one of those things to where, you know, I've been looking at, like, their like, I really did some background information on this gaming intel, and they don't get everything right. They've gotten some stuff wrong before in the past, but they've been pretty spot on with Nintendo Directs. So that's the reason why I'm covering it again, because they've been spot on with Nintendo Directs. So, but other people have too. So, I mean, they're not the only ones who've been getting Nintendo Directs right. So it is what it is there. Aaron, what we're talking about is literally right there in the title. The first thing that we're talking about is Nintendo Directs and gaming intel doubling down on the same one. So that's pretty much what we're talking about right here. But yeah, but shout outs, Aaron. I think you just came in, right? Shout outs to Aaron. 6 months, you got that new badge, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Skyward Sword HD. I don't know if they're gonna do an HD version of Skyward Sword because of the controls. That would be really tough. I mean, I guess you could do it with the Joy-Cons, but that would just be, it'd be difficult, I think. I don't know if we'll ever see any type of re-release of Skyward Sword, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, In the House Gaming, you should get, you're a new member, so it is going to be about half a year before you get yours. So yeah. The problem would be handheld mode. Yeah, you know what? The thing about it is that problem would be handheld mode, but the thing about it is that it can just simply not support handheld mode. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like Nintendo's against not supporting handheld mode. Nintendo's done it before. Mario Party, Super Mario Party does not support handheld mode. It only supports tabletop mode and it supports docked mode, and that's it. It doesn't support handheld mode. So technically speaking, Nintendo could say, well, we don't need to support handheld mode with Skyward Sword HD. You can just play undocked, play it in tabletop mode, not handheld. So there's that. It's not a foregone conclusion that Nintendo supports every single mode. That's available there. Let's see here. Hello, Mr. OJ. New mic. Sounds different. No, definitely not a new mic at all. Definitely not a new mic. I don't know when the last time you were in here, but this is the same exact mic that I've always had. Or not that I've always had, but that I got earlier this year. But no, not a new mic at all. Let me see here. Let me just make sure everything's good on here. No, nothing's changed on my mic. It's the same thing. Let me check my sounds. Okay, there's a little glitch on the sounds thing. It's not letting me log in. Whatever. Your head hurts? Go take an aspirin. Let's see here. All right, Dino. You know what I'm gonna give you? I'm gonna give you a timeout. That's what I'm gonna give you. You're gonna get a timeout. No offense, man, but that's not funny. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a timeout. Come back, still saying ridiculousness. You're done. You're really chill tonight, dude. Are you okay? I'm actually completely fine. All right. Although I was talking a little bit, I was talking quite a bit because I had to do a couple different retakes, so I've kind of lost my voice just a little bit. So I can't really put it up to that pitch that I usually put it at because my voice just can't go there because I did like multiple different takes of a video. Like I did so many takes of this video. Like I messed up, audio got jacked up, whatever the case was. So I can't really put my voice in the higher pitch that I need to put it at. But yeah. But yeah, so basically just excessive recording. You're done. Let's see here. All right, so if you guys have any thoughts on what this could be when it comes to the rumor, right? What it can be, or what you guys are, when's this direct going to go down? What your thoughts are on the direct? How do you think Nintendo's going to handle this? Is there even going to be anything? I'd be more than happy to read off your comments and kind of react to that. Just go ahead and tag me at PlayerEssence or hashtag PlayerEssence. I'll be more than happy to kind of get into it and hear what you guys have to say. You're done. Y'all put guys putting the you're done. You guys putting the you're done. He's not done yet. Just a timeout. So he's almost, dude. One more timeout, dude. Let's see here. I'm not answering random questions, but since we're talking about the Nintendo Direct, I mean, whatever, rumors, so I'll answer a random question, but just note that I only answer random questions towards the end in order to keep on track. So, but I will answer this one. Is it Rasta Life? Rasta style, Rasta Life. Reggae. There we go. Rasta Life Reggae. I'm horrible. I can't read it. So the text is small. This is a random question, but if you had to pick a character from the West for Smash, who would it be? Or do you think Smash Brothers should have Western developed characters? I would pick Reggie for a Western character for Smash. I pick Reggie Fils-Aimé. Are they going to show Metroid Prime? What do you think? I'm asking you guys. I'm opening it up to you guys. What do you think that they're going to show if they do anything? I'm opening it up to you guys. Open it up to you. What's up, Sal Vasquez? How's it going, man? Good to see you here. You're paused for 300 seconds. T-Dude says, I think Nintendo would have the heavy artillery for next month's Game Awards since the Direct won't be breaking grounds. Just a small quake. Okay. Well, heavy guns for, like, what do you mean? Do you mean, like, heavy guns as in what? As in new announcements? Or as in just, like, Metroid Prime 4 or Bayonetta? I mean, because Nintendo said that there's going to be no new announcements this year. So what do you mean by heavy guns? Valhalla Outcast says, I think that they will cross the market. The Direct and the YouTube app, like they'll watch the Direct on your Switch. You think Nintendo's going to cover an app on a Nintendo Direct? I don't know. Nintendo hasn't. The only app Nintendo's covered is the Nintendo Switch Online app. So that's the only app they covered. They didn't cover Hulu or. I think didn't they do like the comic book app? Maybe they covered that. There was like a comic book thingy. Did they talk about that? I don't know if they talked about that in Nintendo Direct. I don't know. If there's another Nintendo Direct, I will lick a Switch cartridge. Okay, you go ahead and do that. Michael O'Brien says, since the only thing that makes sense is for N64 Classic announcement, they're running out of time to announce it if they're releasing it this year. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be released this year. That's the thing. I don't know if it's going. I don't think any of the rumors say that it's going to be released this year. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be released this year. But to be honest, that type of announcement when it comes to the Nintendo like N64 Mini, you don't need like a long time to like you don't need a huge amount of time to like announce that. I mean, you could announce it and then like you could announce it like early December, then it comes out right before Christmas, you know, or you could announce it, you know, give people 2 weeks. It could be like a 2 weeks before it launches. That's not something that they need to like hurry up and announce, even though we're in early November. But that's just my opinion. The Super Nintendo Classic was announced via press release. It was announced after E3. They could have used E3 to announce it, and they just said nope after E3 in a press release. So Nintendo could always do something like that, you know. But yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying though in general. Sorry about my voice, guys. Like I said, a lot of recording today. Did a lot of retakes. It was just my voice is just I can't hit the pitch that I want to hit for my live streams. I'm sorry. So you get kind of a little bit of a monotone voice. Sorry about that, guys. But still, I'm still just as excited. Trust me. I just can't hit that pitch, man. Because oh my god, I wasted so much time today in videos. Let's see here. With all the characters have upright spirit story. I don't know what that means here, Meshi. Well, all the characters have a upright unite spirit. Oh, unite spirit. So I don't know what unite spirit story is. I don't know what that is. Tether Gaming says, what is the Fire Emblem Heroes presentation happening? I just left work a second ago. 7:30 p.m. PT. Guys, we're on the Nintendo Direct and stuff. I'm not answering like a lot of you guys are starting to like put up like random questions. Like I'm not answering random questions. We're talking about the Direct. So if you want to focus on that, that's cool. If you have a random question, wait till the end and I can just answer that there. Because like we're going all over the place now. You know, people talk about the Fire Emblem presentation. People talk about what Smash Brothers is. Like we're kind of going all over. So if you have anything on the Nintendo Direct, what you think, that's fine. But that's why I worry about answering one random question. Then we start getting a bunch more. Let's see here. Yo says hyping even more for Black Friday is my feeling. So it could come just before it, like Thursday 29th, and hit us with a killer one more thing. I don't know, because Furukawa said there wasn't one more thing. So I mean, was he lying to investors? So I mean, but then again, he did specify it was for 2018. No more new titles for 2018. So maybe they announced something for 2019. You know, so maybe there's that. Rasta Lifestyle says, we don't know if it's going to be a regular Direct or a mini Direct. That's the thing. I talked about that at the beginning. We don't know if it's going to be one or the other. They didn't say that it's 100% normal Nintendo Direct. They didn't even say what type of Direct it was. They just said there's a second Direct coming in November. So I do think that it could be a mini Direct. It could be that, or it could be a normal Direct, or it could be a Direct focused on a game. I mean, they've done that before, right? Announcing the N64 Classic Edition would make sense for a mini Direct. Would it? Nintendo's never announced a classic system in a Direct, so I don't know how it would make sense when they've never done it for that. It's not something that they've done typical. That'd be something that'd be abnormal. Nintendo's never done that. The NES Classic was announced, press release, just video, just out of nowhere. Super Nintendo Classic announced press release, just video out of nowhere. So if they did do an N64 Classic mini release or for like an announcement at the Nintendo Direct, at a mini Direct, then that would be the first time that they've ever done that. So that would not be normal. So yeah. Indie Direct maybe. Last time Nintendo trolled everyone with the Chibi robot pick and then they had a mini Direct. Okay, well, you just said two different things here, okay? You said Indie Direct maybe, and then you said the last time they trolled them with the mini Direct. So an Indie Direct and a mini Direct, those are two completely different things. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they've had Indie Directs, right? But I think maybe, was that a typo, Jimmy Jim? You meant to say mini Direct, but it auto-corrected to Indie Direct. So I'm thinking, because you spelled Indie I-D or I-N-D-Y. So I'm thinking you meant mini the first time. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and think that you meant mini. Yes, you meant mini. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility, man. I mean, I'm kind of more leaning towards that more so than anything, but and I'm also leaning towards like a mobile Direct, like a Mario Kart Tour mobile Direct or something focused on a game. I'm also leaning towards that as well, just because of what Furukawa had to say. You know, Buck Bumpo Essence. I'm not even gonna answer that, my guy. You're abusing the tax system, dude. You're abusing the tax system. That's not a question. I said I'm talking about Nintendo Direct. I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about stupid Red Dead and the YouTuber who got it. I don't care I really don't care, man. Don't abuse the tax system, dude. I'm not in the mood for abusing the tax system with a like big old huge message, man. Like I don't care, man. I don't care about other YouTubers like that. I'm not freaking drama alert. You know what I'm saying? Like I might say something on Twitter, but I'm not gonna sit here and like put it up and make it a big deal in my streams. Like I don't care, dude. I don't care. Let's see here. Sabaska says, I'd like to see Rogue Squadron HD collection with online co-op. You know, that'd be really cool if they were to announce something like that. That would be like a really good headline for like even for like a mini direct, right? Because it'd be like a remaster. So it wouldn't be necessarily something new. But I think the problem with that is that it's EA, right? And EA owns the Star Wars license. Do they own the old Star Wars license games into what they can remaster too? So I mean, that'd be the biggest problem that I see is that EA. So yeah, you forgot that this isn't an Etika stream. Okay. If this was an Etika stream, he'd literally never read off anything that you have to say unless you donated something, by the way, Buck Bumple. So, I mean, if you want to put a bunch of random stuff in there, go ahead. Just don't tag me while you do it. Go ahead and you can put random stuff and you want to talk, that's fine. But just don't tag me. You know what I'm saying? But, like, if this was an Etika stream, you can tag all the stupid stuff you want to. Chances of him actually reading off what you're saying without a donation isn't going to happen. So, anyway. Let's see here. I feel like the N64 Mini would be more likely announced at the Game Awards. Okay, the Game Awards, interesting. So Reggie's like, we got this new thing, and it's an N64 Mini. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I see what you're saying there. Let's see here. Let's see. Maybe they could announce some DLC for Mario Odyssey and Kirby. Yeah, I mean, they haven't really released any new DLC for Kirby yet, have they? Like, it's been a while since they actually have any updates for Kirby. Mario Odyssey, that'd be really cool if they said, hey, we have like one more update for this year in December. You can download these new Mario Odyssey kingdoms, like a new kingdom or so, you know, with some new stars. I think that'd be really hype, actually. I think that'd be really cool. Shout outs to the 180 people plus watching. I do appreciate that. Right now we're on the rumored second Nintendo Direct. One of the one of the people who are putting this out there, I shouldn't say leak, one of the people that are putting this out there, Gaming Intel, they're doubling down on their Nintendo Direct is coming sometime in November. Another one's coming, so they're doubling down on that and telling everybody to be patient about it. So we'll have to wait and see. Also, hit that like button, guys. If you just joined in, hit the like button and share the stream if you can. Sorry, my voice isn't up to what it usually is, guys. I did a lot of recording today. I did a lot of messing up as well. Streaming equipment and stuff wasn't working correctly or properly, so I did a lot of recording. So my voice just can't. My voice is kind of shot, so I'm not really sure what's gonna go. Hopefully, I can keep my voice for the rest of this week. So yeah. Oh my gosh, almost dropped my mic. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about the thud. Let's see here. Let's see. Two Dude says, if Nintendo Direct is coming this month, do you think Panic Button will induce another AAA game coming to the Nintendo Switch? I don't know what a AAA game is, but if you mean like another third party, like, you know, a big third party game, is that what you're talking about with AAA? Is that what you mean? I mean, I think that, yeah, that's definitely a possibility because Warframe is pretty much done, right, T-Dude? So I think that with Warframe being done, because it's coming out this November, I think that they've already been working on something else. So they've already been working on a different game. So yeah, I think that it's possible that they announce something else as well. We also have Virtuos. They've stated that they have a bunch of, you know, cool games that are coming out, big high-profile games coming out on the Switch very soon. So maybe they announce maybe a new project and announce, you know, that they're behind some of the other projects. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. And no, I'm not really in bitch mode, my boy. I'm not at all, my boy. Neetam, not at all. It's just that somebody keeps on abusing the tag system, like putting random things. Somebody that comes to the live streams all the time and knows that I don't answer random, like I'm trying to stay on topic, and then continues to spam other things from like asking me other random questions and stuff like that. Continues to do that. I'm gonna say something. I'm not just gonna sit there and let them. Otherwise, they're just gonna continue to do that. So you gotta lay some ground rules, man. Maybe one of these days, if you ever get a YouTube channel and you ever get a lot of people in here and you have a certain set of rules, and then you have a bunch of people complaining to you because some people are following rules and other people aren't, then you'll understand. Maybe one of these days, but yeah. No, not bitching at all, man. Just trying to make sure that everybody follows the rules so people don't come to me complaining about this person keeps on doing this or that, and I'm not checking them at all. Shout outs to Aron with the $1.99 donation. Oh, God, I even heard saying it that loud. My bad, Aron. Thank you so much for the donation, man. And he says, can you play, Val's Tracks theme from Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Thank you for the donation. First donation of the day. You're also the top stream ninja, so I do appreciate that, Aron. Also an elite ninja as well, so thank you so much, man. I do appreciate the support, homie. I really do. Even though my my voice cannot match the awesomeness of your donation. Thank you, man. All right, so let me go in and let me put you up here too for the top stream ninja. Okay, that music is really low. So we gotta fix that music. All right, here we go. All right, so let me know how it sounds at this point, guys. Let's see here. What's up, David? David M, how's it going? How's it going today, man? Thanks for coming out to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Let's see here. Big S says, Places, could you be more specific what they mean by doubling down? What I mean by doubling down is that they released another rumor. Like they released originally, like let me tell you guys what the meaning of doubling down is. So doubling down is a saying that I guess Americans have, right? So doubling down is something that like Americans say. I don't think other people say that outside of Americans. So if you look at this article right here, this article was written on November 5th, right? So this is written on November 5th. So they've already tweeted this out. They've already let people know this is what's happening. Now, if you look at this right here, this is an update. And then this is on today. This is November 7th at 9:53 a.m. So not only do they say link whatever their article is right here, right? The original one, they say be patient. They say they're 100% confident. So they're taking that article and they're saying, no, we're really backing this, that we think that this is real. And that's what doubling down means. It means that you're taking something and you're reassuring that, no, we feel that this is going to happen. So that's what doubling down means. Like I said, I don't know if other places say that, but that's just a saying here in America. Let's see here. It's all good, Nitam, man. It's all good. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Jackpot says, calling it now, N64 Classic has online support and part of the Nintendo Online. Oh, when it gets announced at this new Direct. That would be a first. That would be a first for any classic system like that to have online. I don't know. That would make it expensive, I would think. That would also make it expensive. That would make it more expensive than what it would normally be. So I'm not going to sit here and say that's going to happen. Let's see here. Jazzy says, I'm not really anticipating much for another Direct this year, which will only serve to piss people off. Yeah, I mean, I think I agree. I'm not 100% sure, but it's just one of those things to where we're just going to have to wait and see, right? I mean, they're doubling down on it. They're saying that it's going to happen. You know, I don't know what's going to happen, but, you know, they're saying this. So, I mean, we're just going to have to wait and see. That's pretty much what it comes down to. But I'm more than happy to talk to you guys and, you know, see what you guys have to say and all that. So yeah. Let's see here. There's something wrong with the Streamlabs link under the video. There's something wrong with the Streamlabs link under the video. Okay, is it not working? Okay, so I think I can get that fixed right now, guys. So give me just a second. Let's see. Yeah, we're unable to find this broadcaster. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Why my link's not working. I'm still a broadcaster for them. I'm a broadcasting all-star to be exact. Alright. So, I'm going to post the new link, guys. If you guys want to use Streamlabs, you can. I don't know why that one wasn't working. This one should work. Okay. So let's try it. Let me double check. Alright, good. This one should work, guys. So I just posted a new one. So if all of you guys can just refresh the stream, that'd be great. And that'll update the link, refresh the stream. And if you're having any lagging issues, also just go ahead and hit that refresh real quick. With YouTube's encoding, you should just refresh at least once or twice during the stream anyway. After it starts up, you should just refresh anyway, even if everything's running good for you, because just YouTube just isn't as good as Twitch. So shout outs to the 203 people watching. I think this is a perfect time to kind of just say thank you guys so much for joining in. We're talking about the Nintendo Direct potential leak or whatever. It looks like the gaming intel is doubling down or reassuring users out there that they think that this leak is going to happen. So we're taking, if you're new or if you haven't been here very often, we're taking basically your comments. Just tag me at Player Essence. I'll be more than happy to get into what you guys have to say when it comes to talk about the direct, if there's going to be one, what you think could happen. If you don't think it's going to happen, I'm open to, you know, what you guys have to say on it when it comes to it. So for those, thank you for reminding me, or thank you for letting me know that the Streamlabs link isn't working. But that one should work at this point. I just checked it. That one should work. So it should, once you refresh the stream, it should update automatically on there. So thank you, man. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Are you going to test YouTube out on Switch tomorrow? If it comes out, yeah. But thank you, Blue Bolt. I appreciate that. David says, finally off from work. Yo, shout outs, man. Good stuff. So I just hope no one gets their hopes up about this direct. Well, I mean, there's not a real, we don't have any actual data or anything. So it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens, you know, of it or anything. So yeah. Jackpot with the $5 donation via stream or via super chat, and says, can you play that sick new Smash Brothers Ultimate theme? I can't play the lyrics one, but I can play the new version main, like the cleanest new version main menu theme. Yeah, but I can't play the Super Smash. I can't play the lyrics one. Copyright stuff, and which has been pretty bad. Recently, but I've gotten a lot of people copywriting, like Nintendo and like a lot of other companies copywriting my streams lately. All right, so I can play this one. All right, here we go. Also, we got another donation as well. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and change the Top Ninja here first. So Jackpot, Top Ninja. Thank you so much, Jackpot. Appreciate the donation, homie. And then we also got another donation. Let's see, from Streamlabs. Thank you so much. Hitting us with that Streamlabs shimmy. My boy Avatar Renji, $2 Australian, says, can you play Lifelight from Smash Ultimate? Absolutely. Wait, Lifelight, is that the one with lyrics? I can't play it with lyrics. I can't play it with lyrics. But I can play, if it doesn't have lyrics, I can play it. Let's see here. I think you have to try drinking honey with tea. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go get some. I haven't had an Arnold Palmer tea in a long time because for some stupid reason CVS hasn't had them on sale. But as soon as this live stream is done, I'm gonna go get some Arnold Palmer teas, and I'm going to, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna, I don't know. I might call it a night early tonight. Not watch Twitch or anything. I'm just gonna go to sleep early, then like wake up like at 3 a.m. and work, you know. So yeah, we'll see. Shout outs to Jay Davey with the $5 donation. Says, can you play Persona 5 Sunset Bridge? Absolutely. Persona 5 music's good. And I'm going to go ahead and put Jay Davey as a top stream ninja since he did use Streamlabs. So thank you so much, Jay Davey. I appreciate that, man. Jay Davey. Thank you for the donation, man. Thank you for using Streamlabs as well. And yeah, we'll get all that music going, guys. All right, so let's keep it going here. Big S says, thank you. I normally think doubling down with playing blackjack. Well, yeah, that's basically, it's almost the same concept, right? Doubling down like blackjack, like you're, you know, you're going in again. You know what I'm saying? You're confident, and not quite like all in, but you know, going again. So, yeah, YouTube comes out on tomorrow on Switch. Is that? I don't know if that's confirmed, man. Is that confirmed from Nintendo outside of what you've already seen? So we'll have to wait and see. Let's see here. Yo, bro, it just froze on me, and then and then reset. Just refresh the stream, and you should be good, dude. Let's see, switch it up to places. Sorry, what I mean is that some people's imagination run wild. They would somehow concoct the craziest theory, like somehow they would find Half-Life 3 to come to the direct. Yeah, man. Yo, let's see. Oh, shoutouts T.T. Just had a little baby girl, been busy. Thank you for coming out to the stream, man. Congratulations. Also, shoutouts to Twilly Darkness. Let's go, Twilly Darkness is back. Is that the $5 donation? Or is it a $2 donation? The text is small. $2 donation. It says, can you play Decisive Battle Final Fantasy X OST? Absolutely. Yeah, we'll definitely get that. So, That theme is done. Thank you, Jackpot, once again. Appreciate the donation. Let's go and let me see this life flight thing. I'm pretty sure that has lyrics. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the lyrics. That's the lyrics one. Unfortunately. Here's an instrumental version of it. So here's the instrumental version instead. So thank you, Avatar Renji. I appreciate the donation. And we'll get to J. Davies, Sunset Bridge, and then Decisive Battle right after that. So thank you guys for the donations. I appreciate that. Yeah, yo, not confirmed. It's funny because it's kind of confirmed and it's not. You know what I'm saying? Quantum Mill says, hey, players, sorry to hear about your sore throat. Ginger root tea can help relieve inflammation quickly. Yeah, it's just more like, I don't know if it's sore more so than it just like I've been using it a lot. So it's not necessarily like sore, but it's just like I don't have like the jump as I usually do. So I don't know, just because I've been recording a lot of gameplay footage, or not gameplay, I've been recording a lot of videos this week, you know, doing some behind the scenes stuff as well. So yeah. Let's see, I think it happens next week. On Tuesday, it will be about Pokemon Let's Go to coincide with the release. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Let's see. M. Williams says if a direct does happen, they could highlight new DLCs and maybe some January games. Yeah, that'd be interesting if they actually talked about any of the DLC before, like the, you know, because I know Sakurai said that he wasn't necessarily too keen on announcing the Fighters Pass before we even know the characters. So maybe Sakurai says, hey, we throw in a DLC. This is the first DLC character in there. But I don't know. I think that Sakurai would announce the first DLC character, right? More so than it, because like Sakurai said, this is the last Super Smash Bros. Direct presentation. So I don't think Sakurai is going to guest star in a Nintendo Direct because of where Nintendo is and where Sakurai is. So yeah. Streamlabs didn't work. PSU, AOTI saved the world. Yo, yeah, Katana Riku, Streamlabs should work. Not at this point. I put up a new link. So you have the old link. So if Streamlabs isn't working for you guys, just refresh and then just check the link again and it should work for you. But thank you, Katana Riku. I do appreciate the donation no matter what. And yeah, we will definitely get your music going. We do got a little bit of a queue for the music line, guys. But we'll get all of your tracks played, I promise. But thank you so much, Katana Rico. I appreciate the donation, homie. I really do, guys. You guys are very generous in helping support Player Essence while YouTube has destroyed my channel somewhat. No, not completely, but it's just it's a bit frustrating, you know, with YouTube. But yeah, thank you guys for the support. I really do appreciate that. Tilly Darkness Dragon EO with another donation says, can you play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate main theme metal cover? Yeah, absolutely. I can put the metal cover for you. So yeah, once we get through all this, guys, we got a lot of music, so we'll keep the queue going. I mean, we can keep it going, and I'll keep going with it. So Sean Diamond with the dollar donation says, Smash hype, only one more month. Can't wait till Me Fighter for Rex. Can you play Rude Buster from Delta Rune? Okay, that's the new game from the what's it called? What's that game? Why am I drawing a blank at this point? It's a really popular game. I can't believe Undertale. There we go. Undertale. Yeah, Undertale creator. All right, so let's see here. Jackpot says if this is a big direct with a lot of game, which probably won't be, but if it is, then it'll mean no January direct. I don't know. I mean, that might be the thing. That might be it, right? If it's a big direct, but I don't think it's going to be a big direct. So that's the thing. But I mean, if you're gonna weigh it out that way, yeah. I mean, if they have the direct in a big direct in November, I don't think there's gonna be another big direct in January. It'd be a mini direct or something like that, right? So yeah. Let's see here. Oh, you gotta go, Avatar? Okay, man, take it easy. Take it easy. All right, so let's get this next music up here, guys. I don't want to fall behind on the music since we got quite a bit of requests here. So let's see here. Persona 5. This is from Jay Davey. Persona 5. Sunset Bridge. Sunset Bridge. This is a good track. I actually really like this track from Persona 5. Nice and chill. All right. Let's see here. Quantum Bell says, is there any indication what the Direct will be about? If possible, Nintendo is purposely keeping it a surprise. I mean, no, there wouldn't be any indication of what a Direct would be about. Or otherwise, I would have already told you guys if that was the case. But no, there's no indication at all. There's no indication at all. Let's see here. Twilly Darkness Dragon Yo with another donation. Another doll donation. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. We got a lot of people tied up on the leaderboard here. Everybody's kind of tied up at 5. Jay Davey did the largest lump sum, I guess, of 5. So we're gonna leave his name up, but definitely let's go ahead and get. I'm gonna abbreviate your name TDD. We're gonna abbreviate that TDD as well with the $5. So thank you, man. I'm gonna get you up here as well. TDDEO. Let's go. Shout outs to you guys. Thank you so much. Get both of you guys in there. There you go. Let's see here. You think they'll just give us a mobile game update? It's a possibility. Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. I'm not ruling that one out either. Absolutely. Let's see here. Alonzo Vine says, Places, I know you hyped for Smash next month, but don't forget about other game, Dragon Mark for Death. Yeah, Alonzo Vines, if you watched my video today, I literally mentioned that. I said, guys, there's still a number of games coming out today. You know, if you watch my video, it was on, what was it on? I think it was on, it was either the first, it was, anyway, I talked about it today. And I talked about Dragon Mark for Death. I talked about Monster Boy. I talked about various other games that are coming out in December too. So, I mean, yeah, I already mentioned that. Let's see here. Paid Enthusiast says, "Person, hey bro, do you think N64 Classic will be shown in the Direct if there is one?" Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I've talked about that quite a bit already, even in this live stream. I don't think that they showed off in the Direct, but they could. Nintendo's always predictable. You don't know what they're gonna do just because they've done something these couple ways, you know, this time doesn't mean that they're always going to do it. There's stuff that's more predictable than not. For example, like having directs, like when people are going insane that Nintendo hasn't announced the Nintendo Direct, like just because they didn't feel the E3 Direct was good enough, and people were going insane and saying that Nintendo needs to announce it like right now. And at this point, I was like, just shut up, chillax and shut up. Nintendo will announce a big direct when they feel like announcing. Like it's probably going to come in September. You know, I mean, you can rely on that type of stuff, but you never know with these other type of things, right? When it comes to certain announcements or certain stuff like an N64 Classic, I don't know what they're gonna do, but we'll see, man. We'll definitely see. What's up, Bevan Mario? You just joined the stream. Yo, what's up, Abstract Entertainment? What's up, man? Thanks for the image or that art again, that fan art, man. That fan art was lit, man. I used it for one of my thumbnails. So yeah, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Glad you can be here tonight, man. All right, I think that's that. Shoutouts to Sunset Bridge. Also, shoutouts to J2 Blue. Says, can you play the Smash Ultimate Guile theme? Absolutely, man. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. Also, shoutouts to Naji Don with the subscription. Thank you so much. Welcome to Elite Ninja Village. J2 Blue, thank you for the donation. And Naji Don, thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate that. Really do. And yes, we will get your music going. Next, we have Decisive Battle, Final Fantasy X OST from Twilly Darkness Dragon EO up there at the top Stream Ninjas. So let's go ahead and get that going. Decisive. And remember, guys, if you have something that you want to say about the Direct or potential Direct, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to read it off. If not, we can move on to ZeRo signing with Tempo Storm. Because that's a pretty big deal. And for those who aren't into Smash, I can definitely tell you why it's a big deal. All right. So let's see here. All right. Thank you so much for the donation. Nitem, that's a random question, so hold on to those random questions till the end, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into the second topic here, guys. We're already about an hour in. Let's go ahead and get to the second topic here. So, ZeRo, who is the top Super Smash Brothers 4 Wii U player of all time. He's one of the greatest Smash Brothers players of all time. When it comes to Super Smash Brothers Brawl, when it comes to Super Smash Brothers, Super Smash Project M, Smash 4, ZeRo is definitely one of the greatest of all time. He's actually the first tournament winner for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate ever. The Invitational, ZeRo also won that. And ZeRo has announced officially that he is coming back to Smash tournaments. He officially retired, was it at the last year? At the beginning of this year. I think it was last year or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, he officially retired. I think it was this year, but whatever. But he's back. He's back with a brand new sponsor. He's before he was with TSM, so Team Solo Mid. Not at this point. He's going to be with Tempo Storm. Tempo Storm is an esports company that's actually pretty highly regarded. And they do some good stuff in the industry. And I'm guessing that this is a big contract. There was a rumor just the other day that ZeRo signed a 5-figure contract. So what that means is that ZeRo signed a contract that is worth up to at least minimum $10,000 a month. Now, here's the thing though. We don't know if that's a combination of travel expenses, free merchandise, paying for his coach, because Pierce, his coach, is also a part of Tempo Storm too. So we don't know if that's a part of all that, or if it's just a part of like advertisement deals that are factored into that. So either way, he's probably the highest paid Smash player. From an organization, he's probably the highest paid Smash player out of anybody. So I think this contract probably beats what Mango has. I think this contract beats what Plup has, or what any of the other Melee players have. ZeRo is a Smash 4 player, and I think this contract definitely beats anything that any Smash 4 player has, because Smash 4 players aren't making anything. Like, there's only, like, really one, and that's, like, Nairo. He's the only guy that probably makes a decent, like... I mean, I think ESAM and those guys... Panda Global, they make something too, but I don't think it's anywhere near what Nairo makes from Energy. So ZeRo's coming back to Smash Brothers with Smash Ultimate. So that's going to be hype. I think that's going to be pretty cool. ZeRo's ready with Tempo Storm. I'm going to show you his... I'll show you his picture here. So you guys can see it. I've always said ZeRo, man, like, you know, I'm a big fan. Obviously, I'm a big fan of fitness and everything. And I mean, if you look at ZeRo, this is the best player in Smash. I wonder how deadly he can be if he actually got his body as in shape as his mind. Not to hate on him in any way. I'm just saying, like, but if you look at the esports guys that play for like the really huge money, for example, like if you look at like the League of Legends guys and all that, and like you look at some of the stuff that they do, like they make them work out in the gym, and they have to, like, nutrition and all this stuff is like a thing, because they have to be mentally 100%, like, that you want your mind and your body and everything to be in tune. And it's scientifically proven that hand-eye coordination and your mind will definitely be better as you, like, exercise and as you know what I'm saying, like, you get in shape. And ZeRo's already god tier and the best, and I mean, and look at him, definitely not bad, you know, but imagine if he ever got himself in shape. Like, I think he would literally be unbeatable. He would be an unbeatable force. I think the only time ZeRo loses is just because he doesn't have that extra bit sometimes, and that's the only time he loses. But I mean, I'm wondering if ZeRo ever gets in shape, which I was hoping that ZeRo would take the time away from Smash 4 and traveling to get in shape, but he didn't. I mean, but he did build a completely huge and successful stream, so that's good. But I was hoping they would have took the time to really get in shape, but he didn't. But hey, he did say that he's planning on getting in shape now. I think Tempo Storm, I don't know if they have any contractual requirements or anything for that, but I mean, like, if you look at a lot of the big guys from like League of Legends and all that, like, they make them, you know, they make them work out. Like, they have gyms at their facilities and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see if ZeRo can actually get his body that's as in shape as his mind is when it comes to competing. So yeah, it's funny because these guys are on ESPN and everything now at this point, right? So I think there's a little bit more expectations from a lot of them when it comes to it. Like I said, I'm not trying to hate. Obviously, ZeRo's one of my favorite players of all time. I'm just wondering how deadly ZeRo could be if his body was there too, you know? So yeah. Let's see here. So let me see if you guys have anything to say about ZeRo when it comes to it. Chuba says the king is back. Tempo Storm ZeRo. Yeah, Tempo Storm ZeRo. Sounds nice. Let's see here. Ninja makes more than he makes off of Twitch. I think he said he makes more than 500,000 a month. So Ninja makes millions of dollars a year. And Ninja has endorsements from like Samsung and other places too. So Ninja makes millions of dollars a year, guys. There's no exact amount, but he makes a lot of money. Let's see here. ZeRo, welcome back to Smash. Exactly, welcome back to Smash, ZeRo. It's good to have ZeRo back. Good to have ZeRo back. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the next music here, guys. Let's see. So we've got. Let me go in here. That was Final Fantasy Decisive Battle. Okay, so next up is I think it's Phantasy Star PSU. PSU AOTI. Save the world. Save this world. Save this world. Okay, I don't know. Is that Phantasy Star Online? Yeah, that's Phantasy Star or Phantasy Star Universe. Oh, the Xbox 360 game. Okay. All right, so here we go. I really did not like this game. I just remember playing it and not liking it. Let's see. ZeRo said he's working on his weight because of his back. Yeah, exactly. Because ZeRo's not very tall. So the problem with being short and having it like being heavy is that your back is gonna start hurting on your knees. Trust me, when I was overweight, my back used to kill me all the time. My back doesn't hurt anymore now though, since I lost the weight. So yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. Bionic Asphalt says player since ZeRo said. Okay, I already read that. Jackpot says player since, but ZeRo isn't a Twitch player. He's just really smart and outthinks his opponent. No, I'm going to. I mean, I agree that he is really, really smart and outthinks his opponent. But ZeRo definitely makes reads. I mean, ZeRo definitely makes reads. He has very sharp and fast hand-eye coordination. Regardless of what you say about it, it doesn't matter really when it comes down to it. It's literally scientifically proven that when you exercise and when your body's in shape, your mind works at a higher capacity. That is science. There is no doubt about it. That is science. So to say that ZeRo couldn't get better by getting in shape as long as he keeps up his training regimen when it comes to playing is just flat out false. And like I stated, there's a reason why a lot of these esports organizations have gyms at their facility now. If that was the case, then none of them would have gyms. None of them would make them eat, you know, healthy and stuff like that. But a lot of look into these esports organizations. A lot of them have that there. So I mean, it's one of those things to where it can't hurt too. You know what I'm saying? Like playing Smash is it's a grind, man. Sometimes you're gonna need a little bit of endurance. You're gonna be playing all day. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have that endurance mentally and physically, it can wear down on you. You know what I'm saying? It can definitely wear down on you. Especially like somebody like ZeRo who always makes it to the top 8s or who always makes it to like the top, you know, at least 13. ZeRo never really gets eliminated too much for the most part before that. There was like only like a couple times, right? So it's definitely a benefit. And ZeRo knows this. He's said this multiple times that he needs to lose weight, that he needs to focus on his nutrition, that he needs to get into shape, and he's stated that he's going to. So yeah, we're gonna see, man. I mean, I think if he does, like I said, I think the sky's the limit. Like, I don't really think an in shape thin ZeRo, like an in shape ZeRo, is almost unbeatable in my opinion. So yeah. Oh no, I have to disagree. I think I've watched a lot of ZeRo's gameplay, and I think that reacting quick and reacting to what the opponent does, like the Twitch type of thing, is exactly what he does too. I think he has that. It's hand-eye coordination. That's really what it comes down to. And it's been proven that if you exercise your hand-eye coordination and your brain is going to be working at a better capacity. So it doesn't matter if it's a Twitch play or not. It doesn't matter. That's beside the point, dude. We can agree to disagree on that, but that's beside the point with what I'm trying to make, Jackpot. What I'm trying to say is that him exercising and working out is going to benefit his game regardless. There's not any type of science that says, oh, well, it only benefits Twitch players. It benefits me. I'm not a Twitch player for any type of thing, you know what I'm saying? But I feel better, and I feel that I can play games better when I'm in shape, you know what I'm saying? I feel that my brain's working better when that's the thing. So, like I said, that's science. There's really no argument. It's scientifically proven, man. So yeah, I'm not really gonna argue that anymore. Doesn't matter what you feel he is. What matters is that he's probably gonna play better if he gets in shape, and he knows that. Otherwise, he wouldn't get in shape. There's no need to get in shape then, right? He can just continue doing what he's doing. All right, so let's get the next music going on here, guys. All right, so Twilly Darkness Dragon EO. He wants the metal cover. Smash Ultimate metal cover. Richad EB. All right, metal cover. Richad EB. All right, so let's do it. All right. Exactly. Being both mentally and physically fit is always optimal. It's always optimal. I agree. It's always optimal. Always optimal. All right. So I think you guys are pretty much done on this right here. When it comes to all this, I think you guys are done on it. So if you guys have random questions, we'll go ahead and do that. The Japanese sales, guys, Nintendo Switch was #1. It sold over 43,000 units for the week. This was last week, though. Sold over 43,000 units. There was no new releases, and it actually bumped up its sales by around 6,000 units. So pretty good there. Heading into Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So there you go with that. All right, so if you have random questions, just tag me at PlayerEssence or hashtag PlayerEssence. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. All right. So let's see here. What do you guys got for me? Tag me at PlayerEssence or hashtag PlayerEssence. Hey, OJ, do you think Catalina from Grand Blue Fantasy will be DLC? And if yes, do you think a Grand Blue Fantasy RE Link could be possible for the Switch? I don't know the Grand Blue franchise like you do, so I have no idea if that's going to be DLC or not. And I think Grand Blue Fantasy RE Link could come to the Switch, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon if it does. All right, let's see here. Two Dumb Cats. This person is playing Smash Wii U smart for prepping for Smash Ultimate. Yes, I do think so. It's going to have largely the same type of movement and some stuff. I mean, things have changed, obviously. There's actually quite a number of changes. But yeah, definitely getting back into the whole mindset of Smash, recovering back on stage, ledge trumping. There's certain things that have been carried over. So absolutely, absolutely, it's good prep. It's better than not doing anything at all. Shout outs to T-Bird with the subscription. Thank you so much, T-Bird. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village of Players. Everybody here in the chat, please welcome T-Bird to the chat. Thank you so much, man. Oh man, Tech Force Bros got timed out. Got timed out for 300 seconds. Dang, why so many people advertising themselves tonight and asking for shout outs? It's usually, I think it's because I always get, like, I'm really paying attention to the chat. And I'm mentioning everything, so people are just hoping that they get a random shout out for like promotion, which I don't mind doing a shout out, but you gotta do something. You just can't come here and ask for a shout out. Like, I need to see like a subscription. I need to see like, oh, you did a donation or something like that. You can't just be a blank avatar coming here, you know, or you need to. I need to recognize your name, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, check out this dude's content. Like, it's not just gonna be something I'm just gonna be like, all right, just gonna start shouting out people randomly. I don't know their channels, you know. I gotta at least see the channel for me to shout it out. So I don't know a lot of these people's channels that are coming here for this. So, but yeah, man, it's all good, dude. It's all good. The mods are taking care of it. All right, so let's see here. Let's go on to the next one here. Sean Diamond with the doll donation. He says Smash Hype, 1 more month. Rude Buster, Deltarune. All right, Rude Buster, Deltarune. Let's go. There's just a bunch of extended tracks. Is that the battle thing? Okay, there's a remix already. All right, here we go. We might play this one twice. All right, here we go. Thank you, Sean Diamond, for the donation, homie. Let's see here. Jackpot says Sakurai has said Nintendo picked the DLC pack. Do you read that as, hey, don't blame me if you don't like the DLC? Or do you think he's just tired of requests for characters? I don't think he's going that far. Don't blame me. I don't think Sakurai cares so much about that. But I think he just said it just basically to let, you know, be upfront with people. Like, hey, Nintendo, they're the ones who are deciding the DLC. I said, like, you know, this is what we're going to do, because he was already kind of like wary about announcing DLC, like a fighter's pass, before they even have it. So I think he's just trying to be transparent with you guys, you know, and everything. So, yeah. But yeah, he is tired of people asking. That was his tweet that he made afterwards, saying that, you know, like, hey, you know, don't ask, like, you know, we weren't asking for suggestions. The DLC's been decided. We're not asking for suggestions. So stop spamming me. That's essentially what he said in one of his tweets afterwards. I did a video about that. So yeah. A bunch of clout spammers, yeah. People looking for clout. It's all good. Thank you, Mods, for taking care of that quickly. Let's see here. Hunter McGill says, "What up, OJ? This direct going down?" It's still a rumor at this point. I mean, I put rumor there, so it's still a rumor. So we don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. They're doubling down on it though, so we're gonna have to wait and see if it actually happens, man. If I knew for sure 100%, I'd say yes or no, but I don't know. So we don't know. We have to wait. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into the next track here, guys. Thank you, Sean Diamond. Appreciate the donation, homie. All right, so Guile's theme, Smash Ultimate. This one's from J2 Blue. Kyle's theme. All right. They did put a lot more music into Smash Ultimate now, didn't they? So that's. Here we go. Yeah, that's it. Let's see here. Michael O'Brien says, if the big hands were pulverizing everyone in Smash and only one was powerful or quick enough to survive, who would you have picked? No Kirby bias. Who would I have picked? Who's powerful and fast enough? To be honest, if I would have, like, out of all the Smash characters, if I would have picked one, I would have honestly said Kirby, and I'm not saying that just because. But if you know anything about Kirby, Kirby's extremely powerful. Kirby's ridiculously powerful, and that star that he rides on is super fast. So I honestly would have picked Kirby, more so than anything. But if I wasn't, let's just say no Kirby, I would have probably picked. Let me look at the final roster. Let me look at the final roster, then I can maybe give you guys a better thought. Let me see. Smash. Okay. All right. So let me look. Shout outs to Arm with the $1.99 donation. I appreciate that. We'll get your song request in just a bit, dude. Actually, that might be a good theme to play while we're looking at this. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get that right now. Gourmet theme day, dude. We haven't had Xenoblade music in a while. Like Gourmet theme. Gourmet, and that's Xenoblade 2. That's not. We've been playing a lot of Torna lately. Gourmet theme day. All right. So it's been a while. Let's go ahead and get back some Xenoblade 2. Gourmet. Good old Gourmet. Letty or Gourmati. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's look at this. Obviously Mario. No. I picked Kirby, but we're excluding Kirby. Star Fox, no. Pikachu, no. Captain Falcon, maybe. But no. Yes, maybe. No. You guys see my bias right there, huh? No. No. Actually, maybe on Pit, because he can fly pretty fast. Maybe on these two. No. I'm using a box. No. Maybe. Nope. Hell nope. Nope. Maybe. Nope. Don't care. Nope. Maybe. So there you go. That's my thought process. Sonic, Ridley, Sheik, Pit, Dark Pit. Those are the characters that I think that would have a chance at actually getting away. Strong and fast enough to have a chance. Like the combination. So yeah. Player says no to Sheik. I didn't know. I never said no to Sheik. I said maybe. Sheik could definitely. Dude, she's a freaking ninja, man. She can get away from that type of stuff. She's strong and fast. So yeah. So yeah, most of them no. Most of them no aren't strong and fast enough. Based on what we saw, right? So nope to a lot of them. Bayo would get out of there no problem. Unfortunately, the problem with Bayo getting out of there no problem, she didn't even witch time, dude. She freaking bats within. So no, she actually wouldn't have a problem getting out of there. No, she wouldn't have. It wouldn't be easy because her first dodge was freaking bats within. So nah, man. But yeah, I would say maybe. I mean, if I was to pick, like one got out. But to say no problem, didn't you watch? You watched it, didn't you? How is it no problem? But Bayonetta got blasted. Like, so it's not no problem. We just said if there was one to get out, who would you have picked? But it wouldn't have been easy. It would have been no problem. No. Like, if Bayonetta is your pick, that's fine. But it wouldn't have been easy. Did you see the trailer? I'm saying realistically. Once again, whatever. Agree to disagree, I guess, right? Gabriel N says, one of my dream characters for Smash DLC pack would be Goemon from Konami. All his multiple games for Super Nintendo and N64 are great and very underrated. Did you play any of his games? Yeah, I rented his games on the 64 back in the day. I don't know if I want him. He looks stupid though, but I don't know if he's ever gonna get in. Let's see here. Paid Enthusiast says, how many copies do you think Smash Ultimate will sell in its first week? I don't know. They don't give us first week numbers for the most part, so I don't know how much it'll sell in its first week. First month, maybe 7-10 million, somewhere in that range. Let's see here. The Geno hype train. I don't know, man. That kind of did that die when Sakurai did it? When it was, everybody said it died when he was a spirit. So yeah. The cardboard box can withstand any force. Snake wins. Yeah, man. I'm surprised they got him in that cardboard box. The Trey Lord says, players, did you forget Bayonetta uses bats within the last 2 frames of both dodge and witch time in Smash? No, I didn't forget. Dude, the witch time, if it's a well-timed one, it's witch time. If she almost gets hit, it's bats within. So the fact that she used, I didn't forget anything. I've played all the Bayonetta games and I know exactly how her witch time works. The fact that she used bats within when she almost got hit there means that there's some trouble. If you time it better, then it's a witch time. I'm talking about her actual game, not Smash rules, you know what I'm saying? Because witch time is a freaking, like a flip, and it's like a counter in Smash. But in her game, it's not based on that. In her game, it's actually based on when you dodge it. In her game, bats within is like you pretty much got hit, but you pressed it at the right time. So the fact that she used bats within shows that like it wouldn't be easy for her to get away from that. It'd be tough. It'd be very tough for her to get away. Like, she's not quick enough. You know what I'm saying? And even if you look at, well, no, she's fast in her game, but I mean, there's people that are faster. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like when she transforms into a panther, she's faster. So I mean, if she had the opportunity to transform into a panther, maybe she could get away. You know. Let's see here. Dake Beam Setter says Sonic could have made it if he did not stick around to help Pikachu, and Bayonetta had no chance of escaping. Well, I don't know about that, dude, but yeah, maybe. How good is she? What do you mean by how good is she? How good is who? You just ask a random question, you're not specifying. Let's see here. Yeah, she's not super fast, I feel. Well, when she transforms into a panther, she's super fast. So, like I said, she didn't get the opportunity to transform. So let's just say she can use all of her tools to get out of there. I mean, what if she transformed? I mean, so if she did that, then that'd be good. But people really took that to heart, man. Like that whole everybody dies thing, man. People are really getting upset. Like, what? How did Kirby, man? People getting all crazy about it. It's just like, Jesus Christ, calm down. Calm down, guys. It's just a video game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. It's just what they did for the game. That's it. So there you go. Let's see, people. It's a warp star for a reason. All right. El Chupa says player says Ganon with the Triforce could maybe survive. In his base form, he's already nearly invincible. I don't know, man. I think this thing's stronger than the Triforce. I think this might be stronger than the Triforce. Kirby is a weirdo. First of all, just to let you guys know, Kirby has a whole separate dimension inside of his stomach, which doesn't even make sense, but it's there, you know? Like, I think that was just a stupid explanation for how Kirby can eat everything in the world and not explode. And literally, so no signs of deformation or anything like that. Or, like, outside, like, when he swallows it, you know, it's just like, he's just still Kirby. I think they just made up something dumb, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Kirby's a legit weirdo. I still to this day don't understand what Kirby even does or why he's even around. Like, I need to watch more of the lore around Kirby, but I have no idea what his purpose is, what Kirby does, or why he's even around, or like what does he do? Like, what is Kirby for? I don't get it. When I was a kid, I loved Kirby. Kirby was actually one of my favorite franchises as a kid. I actually really, really, really liked Kirby. It was like up, it was like in my top three. It was like right there next to Mario for me, you know. And I liked Kirby when I was a kid more than like Metroid. I liked it more than a lot of Nintendo's other franchises. But when Super Metroid came out, obviously things changed, and I just kind of fell out from Kirby. I didn't play it as much. But when I was a kid, I really loved Kirby a lot. Um, let's see here. Yes, I watched the reaction. It was hype. Let's see here. Jazzy says, I still think the Inklings were okay players as they weren't actually hit by the light. The rocks are just on lines in the original Smash trailer. I don't know because like the whole, what's it called? Their whole ink got blasted, right? So I think it kind of disintegrated or it kind of got all of them. Let's see here. Kirby is so overpowered. Kirby is a bit overpowered. Um, Let's see here. Gabriel answers says the rumored Nintendo Direct could be a mini one with some third-party port content. The next game from Virtuos, Panic Button, and others maybe. Virtuos could be, bring Bioshock Collection and Elix. I think those are games that you just hope that they bring over. I don't know if they're actually going to, but it's definitely possible. I don't know about Bioshock Collection. I don't think there's not enough cartridge space to bring over Bioshock Collection. They just don't have enough space on the cartridges to bring over that that they'd be willing to do. I don't know. I mean, Elix has already been like, I guess that was like already rumored or like rated or something like that. So I don't know when that's coming. But you're right. There's definitely going to be a high profile games coming from Virtuos, and you're right. There could be a Nintendo Direct Mini and some ports of other games. So yeah, I mean, I personally would like Borderlands. I know that they've already had a little bit of like a weird falling out or something like that between Gearbox and Nintendo, but I mean, if they can do something to get Borderlands 2 on the Switch and like Borderlands 1, 2 in the other game, that'd be cool. Shout outs to Bino Shadow. What's up, Bino Shadow? Good to see you here, man. He said the Hylian shield is invulnerable to the light attack. Link blocked it, and the shield doesn't take any damage, but he was knocked back. Well, yeah, there you go. It's the force. It's also the power. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about it. You know what I'm saying? Wii Fit's trainer pose with his tree pose was grants her invincibility. She timed it wrong, but it would have survived if it was timed right. Okay, well, yeah, but she timed it wrong. That's the problem. Because like I said, it's not just about, you know, what you can do to counteract it. It's about do you have the speed? Do you have the reaction? Do you have everything to where you can get it done? You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that's it. I mean, there's a lot of characters in the game that can counteract like the moves, right? But do they have everything like for like a relentless assault? Can they survive it for a long period of time? That's the thing. It's almost like, let's say like a fighter, right? Like you have two fighters, they're both really good, but who has the bigger gas tank? You know what I'm saying? Who can last longer in the fight? Who can do certain things better than the next person? So I think that's kind of what it comes down to when you're looking at these characters and what they can do and how they, like, even in the trailer, like how long some of them lasted. Some of them didn't, like, you know, go down on the first one. Some of them dodged it. Some of them went down quick. Some of them dodged a couple times before they got hit. So it just all depends, you know. Let's see. I think if Rosalie created a new universe, maybe she could escape. Yeah, but I mean, like, would she have the time to do that, then escape herself? So that's one thing, you know, that you'd have to think about as well. Would you consider Kirby as a character that is underestimated by players who are not familiar with him? Absolutely, absolutely. People just don't know what Kirby does. They don't understand, like, they don't understand Kirby, so they just think that Kirby looks like this pink puff ball. I was like, oh, this Kirby's a wimp, you know what I'm saying? But Kirby's not. Kirby's freaking really strong. He's really, really strong, and he can eat you. I mean, it's just, I mean, to just put, it doesn't matter. Like, he can eat you. He can eat you, and if he eats you, you're done. That's the thing. That's the thing about Kirby. If he eats you, you're done. So, you're done. Inklings don't die; they just splat and respawn. Yeah, that's true, but I don't know about in this world. I don't know about in this world. I don't think anybody necessarily died in that trailer. People made that up. They got turned into whatever, those things. So they didn't necessarily die, guys. They're not dead completely. You know, Kirby has to save them. Link failed the parry. Master mode was too much for him. Yeah, that's the master mode, dude. You haven't played Smash 4? You haven't played Smash like Brawl and all that? Kirby is average in Smash for Wii U. He's an average character. I'd say he's a C tier type of character in Smash Wii U. He has some combos, he has some good things, and he's super strong. And he can copy all abilities, which is good. But his foot speed isn't necessarily the best, and he's light. So yeah. Captain Falcon got blasted. Well, they all got blasted. So yeah, man. Everybody got blasted. Do you guys have any other questions? Any other random questions? It doesn't have to necessarily be on Smash Brothers or on ZeRo. It could be on anything else that you guys want to talk about, Nintendo or Microsoft, Sony. It could be really anything. I'm more than happy to answer questions. Let's see here. I'm really interested to see which abilities he copies from the new characters. New hats, baby. Well, he usually copies the neutral B. That's what he copies. He always copies the neutral B. So, like, for example, like Sheik, you know, Sheik's neutral B is needles. So when he eats Sheik, he copies the needles, you know. So yeah. Unless I'm missing something here. I don't use Kubi. I don't use Kubi. That's Naruto. I don't use Kirby much. So at least I think that he usually copies the neutral B. Kirby as Ryu or Ken. What does that mean? He just Kirby as Ryu or Ken. Oh, he just has a headband on, right? When he eats Ryu or Ken, copies the ability. Is Mario Party 6 the best Mario Party game? I don't know. I don't really like Mario Party games too much. I haven't played a lot of the Mario Party games. I don't know if it's the best one. What I'm gonna ask you a question. What Mario Party game is the best game to you? What do you think is the best Mario Party game? He's just trolling. I'm gonna let him be, but if he keeps on going, he's just trolling. But Skullbuster, dude, we kind of don't allow that talk, whether it's with Nintendo, whether it's with Microsoft or Sony, and I've had people come in and try to do that, and you know, but I'm glad that you just say you're just trolling. But yeah, I just try to avoid that, man, just because once again, like, I don't want people thinking that I let some people say stuff like that other people don't, because we do have rules when it comes to that type of stuff. So just, I mean, I get it that you're trolling, but yeah, just try to refrain from it, because it's like, it's not funny. I'll just be honest, like, it's not really funny. So I mean, like, I get that you're just trying to troll, have fun, but just like I said, just whatever, you know. It's all good, man. But yeah, just try to avoid that, man. Cause like I can't be playing favorites and let you say certain things and not let other people say things, you know. So yeah. All right. David M says, players, which game do you think they will bring forward to February/March if they look to run short of the 20 million goal? I don't think that they're going to bring a game forward if they're running short or whatever. They'll just revise the goal, or they'll just not hit the goal. It's not do or die. Too many people. The problem is that you guys are watching a lot of these YouTubers that are making it seem as if Nintendo doesn't hit this goal, it's the end. Like, it's, oh my gosh, oh, we're gonna panic. Oh no, we're gonna change things. We're gonna push games up, and they're not ready. Like, they're not gonna do that. They'll just revise the goal. They just won't hit it. Like, it does. They're not gonna rush a game out to push a game up or rush a game out to do that. They're not gonna do that. If they don't hit the goal, then they don't hit it. Stop buying into this whole like they have to hit the goal or like somebody's heads are gonna roll, dude. Like there's a lot of people putting out that narrative and trying to make it seem like that way to hype up their videos, and it's just not that. They'll revise it or they just don't hit the goal. Like Wii U never hit any goals, and that's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like 3DS, I don't even know if 3DS at some point didn't even have goals. It was like, oh, well, we're going to sell like 5 million or something like that. So it's just like, they'll revise it. They'll say, okay, for the next year, okay, we'll only sell 15 million. We won't go so high next time. So if they hit it, they'll hit it. If they don't, then they don't. So yeah. It's not like, at the end of the day, Nintendo's probably going to sell like, if they do miss the goal, they're probably going to sell like 15, 16 million. Like, oh my gosh. they still sold 15, 16 million. You know what I'm saying? In the year, that's still a lot more than what they've ever done for like a lot of the other systems. So it's stop buying into like this whole panic about what is Nintendo gonna do if they don't hit their goal? Like if it's not close, like they're not gonna do anything. They're just gonna revise the goal. They're just gonna not hit it. That's really what it comes down to. They're not gonna do anything. They're not gonna push a game forward and rush a game out the door if it's not ready because they don't feel that they're gonna hit a goal. They're not gonna do that. They didn't do that with the Wii U. They're not gonna do that. They didn't do it with the 3DS. They didn't do that ever. So no, they're not gonna do it. Shout outs to Isaac A with the subscription. Thank you so much, Isaac. I appreciate that. They've set 2 January titles, No More Heroes and New Super Mario Bros. Those are the two January titles that we do know of. No More Heroes isn't Nintendo's title, but just another exclusive for Nintendo Switch, right? So yeah, those are the 2 titles that we know. Let's see here. Cyber Renegade X is pushing the next Harvest Moon / Rune Factory Advance Wars. When? I have no idea, dude. Maybe once Fire Emblem is done. With Advance Wars. I don't know about Harvest Moon or Rune Factory. I have no idea about those franchises. Thank you. I'm just gonna call you X. I can't say the name. The X. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. David M says, which game do you think will bring? Okay, never mind. I already answered that. Let's see here. Player Essence. Thank you says, do you think Pokemon Let's Go will sell better if it had traditional remastered mode and Pokemon Go integration? What's a traditional remastered mode? I don't know what the hell that means. And Pokemon Go integration. It already has Pokemon Go integration. So it's gonna sell what it sells. It's probably gonna sell pretty good. Let's see here. Digman says, do you think the Game Awards announced the first DLC character for Smash and Metroid Prime Trilogy? I don't know, dude. I have no idea. We'll have to wait and see. And no on the DLC character, but Metroid Prime Trilogy, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Cyber Renegade X has purchased the next Harvest Moon / Rune. Okay, I already answered that, didn't I? Okay, Aron says, do you think Nintendo will announce Super Nintendo in a rumored direct? No, that's a troll question, but no, I don't know what that means. Let's see here. Quantum Mills. Okay, never mind. He's talking to everybody else. How late will you be streaming? I'll probably stream for like, as long as you guys have questions, I'll probably keep streaming. So if you guys have questions, I'll keep streaming. But when the questions start coming to the point where they're like really silly or like to the we're just like weird, like I want this, so I'm gonna ask him this, and like there's no way of me knowing. Like if it starts getting to that point, or people just start trolling, like trolley questions, then I'll just say, okay, well, I think we're pretty much done here, and then I just say we're gonna cut off the stream. So yeah, it just depends. Well, no. What he's talking about, Nick More Little, is for the fiscal year. So basically, Nintendo has projections from March to March. So from March 2018 to March 2019, that's the fiscal year. Not the total sales, but how much they'll sell in that 1 year's time period. And Nintendo's projecting 20 million. They're projecting 20 million. They've already sold combined, like total, they've already sold 23 million plus, but they're talking about from March of this year to March of next year. That's what he means. Let's see here. Do you decoration into living room for Pokemon Let's Go? I have no idea, man. What are you talking about? Decoration? What do you mean? Like what do you want? Like a Meowth poster in the back or something like that? I don't know. I'm just going to have me in the living room live streaming Pokemon Let's Go. Or I'm going to be here live streaming. I have no idea what that means or what you're trying to ask. Let's see here. Jackpot says, I really think the DLC characters for Smash will be third party. Am I wrong to think that? El Trubago thinks so. Yeah, if I were you, I would not sit there and think that these characters are going to be third party. Like, there's going to be a lot of third party characters. I would not think that. Originally, yeah, we got third party characters last time, right? We got Ryu, we got Bayonetta, we got Cloud. So we did get a lot of third party characters last time, as DLC. I get that, but we also got like Roy. We also got, Mewtwo. We also got more, other characters. So they could be third-party characters, guys, but Nintendo picked all of them. So that's the one thing that you have to realize, that Nintendo picked all of them. So I don't know if you're necessarily wrong to think that, but I wouldn't go in there expecting that, because you're going to get salty again. Because Jackpot, I think you did say that you were disappointed because the Grinch leak wasn't, you hyped yourself up because you believed the Grinch leak, or you were hoping for the Grinch leak to be real, and you hyped yourself up and you were disappointed. So I think what Chuba's trying to do is trying to level your expectations, so you're not going in here thinking that this is going to be a bunch of third-party characters that you're going to use probably a few times and never use them again. But it's not going to be like, like, he doesn't want you to get upset, because you did state that, you got hyped up because you believed the Grinch leak, or you were looking at that Grinch leak. So I think it's smart just to say, hey, go into it with the open mind, kind of think like, hey, we don't know what's going to happen, but I wouldn't expect a bunch of third-party characters, because then you're going to expect Banjo, you're going to expect what you want, and you're probably not going to get that, So that's the thing. Exactly, you're disappointed because a lot of casual fans, like, the thing about that I noticed about a lot of casual fans, like, they're only worried about characters. And the only reason why they're worried about characters is because they know they're not going to play the game. They know they're not going to play the game more so than like 15, 20 hours, maybe at the most 50 hours, just play it with friends, throw some items. That's the only reason why, like, that's all they're worried about is characters. They're not worried about the game modes and how you get into it. They're not worried about other things. They're just worried about characters. That's what I noticed. And anybody, like I said, anybody who's disappointed with that direct is only worried about characters, and it's more of a casual fan. I mean, I saw most of the core Smash Brothers players, the guys that I know played Smash Brothers for you, were blown away by the direct. They were so happy with all the things that they've done to change things up. But what I noticed with a lot of the casual fans were not as happy with it, because they don't care about lobbies, because they're never going to play like that. They don't care about elite battles because they're never going to be good enough to be in elite battles. They don't care about matchmaking because who cares about matchmaking? I never played matchmaking on Wii U, or I didn't have a Wii U, so I don't care about that. So that's what I kind of noticed, the distance between the two. So if I were you, man, I would just, go into it with the open mind. Otherwise, you're going to be disappointed. Even though if they give us some amazing characters, you're still going to be upset, because that was an amazing direct with some great, some literally life-altering, player essence-altering changes to that direct. You know what I'm saying? And yet people came away disappointed. So that's the thing, man. That's my advice to you when it comes to it. Let's see here. J2 Boo says, do you ever think do you think ever Oasis could be remade, or at least get a sequel on Switch? Yeah, I would hope for some type of like remake or like a sequel on Switch. That'd be good, man. Let's see here. Dankum Center says, players, would Fallout 4 New Vegas and Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 Collection Switch Edition will be announced at the Game Awards? No. Let's see here. Quantum L says, players, Nintendo recently went to BlizzCon. Do you think this is an indication of more support? No. It's just because they have a freaking Diablo 3 Nintendo Switch. Diablo 3 is a big game, and they're just trying to market the big game that just came out. You know what I'm saying? That's a big game for Nintendo. They're marketing it that way. They have a Switch bundle. So no, that's really all it comes down to. Nintendo's never been at BlizzCon ever. They went there because Diablo 3 is there. Don't expect a bunch of Blizzard games and Overwatch and all that. Don't expect it, because if you do, you're going to be upset once again. Let's see here. Are you going to do a live stream for Fire Emblem? Of course I am. What kind of question is that? Of course we're going to do live streams for Fire Emblem. That's my favorite franchise of all time. Let's see here. Be More Kuma says, we have almost 80 characters. For some reason, their D-list character is not in. LOL. What do you mean by D-list character? I don't get what you're trying to say there. Let's see here. 5 gigahertz is better than wired on Switch. Depends on how stable your connection is, my boy. Depends on how many, and also depends on how many people are watching in your house. If you've got a bunch of people streaming Netflix, I don't know about that, Chief. All right. Let's see here. Jolin says, people are always disappointed in Nintendo Directs. Feels like it anyways. When they announce many games like, I don't know what that is, HUGH, then upset because, many games like, then upset because they not talk about Metroid Prime and so on. Yeah, no matter what, people are going to be upset. It doesn't matter what Nintendo does. People are going to be upset. I mean, you could announce Smash Brothers. There's 74 characters. There's DLC on tap. You get a free character. You get freaking, you got lobbies. You got spectator. You've got online matchmaking. You've got all these cool, you got spirits. You've got a World of Light mode. You've got all these cool things. And then you still got some people, I'm disappointed. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't, I mean, Smash Brothers is literally unique. It's one of a kind. There's nothing else like it. There's no other game in the world, fighting game. I think even just regular standard game, there's no other game in the world like Smash Brothers. Like, that gives you as much music, as much content, as much characters, the type of gameplay, the type of online options, everything that you can do in this game, the spirits, everything. There's no other game on the market, and people are still upset. So, I mean, there's nothing that Nintendo can do to ever please everybody. Everybody's always going to be upset with something no matter what. Like, even like the last direct that I had, or the last big direct that we had, you know, and we had a bunch of people. When I said this is the best direct ever, people freaking lost their minds when I said that in the comment section. I'm not gonna argue them because it's like whatever, it's just my opinion. But like, no matter what, people are gonna be upset. Like there was like literally like 90 games announced at that Nintendo Direct, and that still wasn't good enough for people. It's like every single Final Fantasy, all these different Final Fantasies coming over. You got all these different games coming over. You got awesome games. You got Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. You got all these cool games coming over. You got 3 new announcements for Nintendo first-party games. Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion, you know what I'm saying, the Town RPG. You got all this cool stuff. They talked about Torna. They talked about all these different things. That still wasn't good enough for people. You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't matter. Like I don't even know how they can get better than that Direct. I don't even know how Nintendo could do better than that Direct that they did. Because they literally announced so much stuff. It was freaking crazy. It's freaking crazy. No, I didn't watch Dreamcast Guy's Pokemon Let's Go video today. No, I did not. This reminds me, am I going to get a review copy for... I gotta hit up Nintendo, make sure I get my review copy for Pokemon Let's Go. I have the game reserved anyway, but... I think I'm gonna get I might get a review copy, I'm not sure. Let's see here. In the House Gaming says, a person, do you know for Smash Ultimate, you cannot purchase the Fighter Pass if you just buy the standard digital? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Do you know for Smash Ultimate, can you not purchase the Fighters Pass if you just buy the standard digital? Can you not purchase? Like, what are you trying to say? Let's see. Dank Meme Center says, persons, name your favorite Mario, Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Kirby, Pokemon, Xenoblade, Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy. I'm not gonna do that, Dank Meme. Dude. That's too much, man. Like that's too much, dude. Actually, and for your excessive questions for trolling, I'm gonna time you out. Sorry, man. Sorry, dude. You need to calm down, dude. I think you need to calm down for just a second. Calm down for a second. Rethink the attack system that you're doing. I gotta time you out just for a bit, man. You need to calm down and let some other people get some questions in. All right, so Jaden says, will my mom be able to get the fighter pass when she buys the game physical from GameStop for Christmas? She should be able to, although I don't know how to. I don't see a separate listing for the Fighters Pass. Okay, yeah, that's the same thing that I noticed too. I don't see a separate listing for the Fighters Pass either. So I'm thinking it's one of two things. There's no way that you're not going to be able to get the Fighters Pass if you buy the game physical. Obviously, they're going to want to sell you that if you buy the game physical too. However, I think that they might do an option to where you can, on launch day maybe, to where you can buy the Fighters Pass. Because I think they don't want people buying the Fighters Pass and they don't have the game yet. Like, so I think that they might do an update to that, to the eShop. Once the game actually releases, you'll be able to buy the Fighters Pass separately. So I think that's the thing that I think that's going on. T-Dude says, persons, do you think Super Smash Bros. Ultimate physical game card is going to be more massive than the standard game card? No, the physical game card is already revealed, T-Dude. The game is 13 gigabytes. It's a 16 gigabyte cart. So we already know the size of the game. The size of the game is 13 gigabytes. The cart that it uses is a 16 gigabyte cart. Plain and simple. Let's see. I don't see a separate listing for the... Yeah. Like I said, I think it might become available once the game releases by itself. I understand. Thanks, bro. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, but it's already been revealed, T-Dude. I mean, for someone that's always on Twitter and everything, I know you always like to tell me, hey, OJ, did you see this? Like, it's just like standard news on Twitter. That's already been revealed. Like, the file size and everything for the game has already been revealed. I mean, I'm surprised you didn't know that. I made a video on it, too, that the file size is only 13 gigabytes. So, I mean, the cart's not more massive than any other game. It's a 13 gigabyte game. It's a 16 gigabyte cart. So, yeah, that's that. Any other questions, guys? Waluigi is DLC? I mean, it's possible. It's possible. There is a Fire Emblem live stream tonight. Fire Emblem Heroes live stream. 19 more likes. Let's go. 19 more likes. Let's do it, guys. Hit that like button. If you just joined in or you're someone new, hit that like button. It really helps us out. Valhalla Outcast is player since the fighter pass should be listed in the description of the eShop version. That's the game and the fighters pass. In the description says what includes lists like the fighters pass. So are you saying that you can buy it separate? I mean, you just gave me one big old long jumble of words. So you're saying that you can buy it separate? Is that what you're saying? In the house gaming says person, should I convert my physical Amazon pre-order to an eShop digital purchase? No. If you want to buy the game physical, buy the game physical. You're dying to see Metroid Prime 4 gameplay? Yeah, let's hope. Are you going to watch the Fire Emblem stream? I thought about it, but I mean, I probably should stream it, guys. So I probably should just stream it. It's only 13 minutes, so I'll probably stream it. Who will you main? Young Link? Are you telling me who I will? Are you telling me I'm going to main Young Link? Are you already? You said who will you main? Young Link. So are you asking me a question? Are you telling me to main Young Link? Are you saying that I'm going to main? I'm going to main him? What are you trying to ask, Rex Gamer dude? Main him? No. To answer your question, no. Party Man says player since the only way Nintendo can win a Nintendo Direct is if they had every first party / third party announced in one big Direct, which is unrealistic. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's the only way everyone's gonna be happy. Every single third party game is announced for the Nintendo Switch. It runs at 1080p 60 frames per second. Every single first party game is announced for the Nintendo Switch, and all of them run at, you know, not they don't care about the resolution and all that, but let's just say all that's announced, and then 3 months later, everything's a whole different set of games. Everything is announced for the Nintendo Switch, first party and third party wise, and all of that's coming out tomorrow. Like, that's the only way Nintendo's ever gonna be, like, people are gonna be completely happy. If that doesn't happen, then you're always gonna get somebody upset about something. 4K docked, exactly. 4K docked, 60 frames per second. Portable, 1080p, 60 frames per second. No hitches whatsoever. Digital Foundry on tap. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly what's going on here. Young Link is OP. Okay. The game's out already, so we know what characters are OP. Gotcha, man. I'm gonna watch the Fire Emblem live stream. Yeah, it starts at 7:30 p.m. PT, so we still got about 45 minutes, guys, before the Fire Emblem live stream. I'm gonna make a separate video. I'm gonna make a separate live stream though. Like, I'm going to cut this one off beforehand, and then I'll set it up and get ready. Then we'll watch it. So yeah, I'll probably cut this one off and probably cut it off right at 7 o'clock for me. Then we'll give about a little bit of a break, like a 20-minute break. I'll make a layout for the stream, and then we'll watch it. We'll watch you guys can watch it here if you guys want to. It's 13 minutes long, so it's not gonna take very long. Kirby Star Allies. We were just talking about that, so there is a content update for Kirby Star Allies. So there you go. Do I think Nintendo will make more mobile games? Yeah, because they're successful. What character will I main? I main Sheik, Wolf, Palutena. Those are my 3 mains right now. But I might main other characters. I have to get the game first, then I'll know more mains. But we'll have to wait and see. Any other questions, my boys and girls? Or we questioned out for tonight? I'm trying to see if nobody sent me anything on Twitter either, so. Jade, what's up, man? How's it going? You'll probably main Piranha Plant. Nice. All right, take it easy, Cyber Renegade X. Have a nice night. Am I mad that there's no black people in Smash Ultimate? Mad? No. Do I wish that there was like any like African American support or like African American characters? Yeah, that would have been nice, but there's not. So, am I mad? No. Why are you LOLing? Like, are you like taunting me or something like that? Like, why are you like? Stupid. Get a profile picture. Anyway, Joy Got Banned says player since if you can have one third party game on the Switch, what would it be and why? God, I know you would ask a question like this, Droid. Persona 5 because it's awesome. So yeah. Let's see here. OJ, do you think we'll see Bayonetta 3 footage at the Game Awards? Maybe. Maybe. Black Mii Fighter, that's not a real character. That's just a Mii Fighter. This is just a created character. What he was talking about was like any normal, like Twintel, or like Nintendo doesn't do many African American characters or like Hispanic characters or anything. So it's like it's hard to really pick because they don't really got many. So there you go. Any other questions, guys? Will I play Warframe on the Switch for PE Ultimate? I gotta see if it's a good PE Ultimate game first before I say I'm gonna do it. But yeah, we should be trying it out, so it should be fun. Do I like young like? Who's young like? Who many spirits do you think there will be? You mean how many spirits? I don't know. 300 something? 400? Is there a release date on Final Fantasy VII for the Switch? Nope. Just 2019. Shoutouts to Jerry Ramos with the subscription. Thank you so much, Jerry Ramos. Thank you. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village of Player Essence. Appreciate that, homie. Do I like Young Link? He's all right. Nothing wrong with him. Nothing wrong with him at all. I'm well aware of that, Roberto Duran. I'm well aware of that. I say that so people can just learn to slow down and make sure that they type things correctly in the chat so I can read the question cleanly. But I'm well aware of that, my boy. We've been playing Wolfenstein 2 on the Switch. Is pretty fun. Yeah, I'm glad that you're liking it, man. I'm really glad that you're liking it. Really am. Who's the most hyped newcomer in your opinion? Richter. Richter for me. I'm not gonna answer any of your questions, dude. So I think I'm done. I'm done answering your questions. You're done. You're done. I'm not answering any more of your questions. You're not even tagging me, and you keep on just spamming link stuff. So I'm not gonna answer it. I cannot say that name. It says, player says, can you make your beard to stay more stationary? Can you make your beard do more than stay stationary? Make my beard do more than stay stationary? It's a freaking beard, dude. Like, what do you want it, like, blowing in the wind? I don't get it. Sorry for asking questions. No, there's nothing wrong with, you don't have to apologize for asking questions, but the questions that you're asking are like all centered around Young Link. They're all just like weird Young Link questions. Like I don't like, do you have like a freaking Helga Pataki mural in your closet of just full of pictures of candles and Young Link just all around, and you kneel down and pray to like Young Link? Or like what's going on here, dude? Like I don't get what's going on here, man. Like why is there what's with the so much Young Link questions? I don't get it. Like, I don't know what's going on, man. Let's see here. But how Outcast this person can you place a fan by your chin and make the beard flow? No, my beard isn't that long enough to make it flow like that. So no, it's just not long enough to do that. So no, you can't. Yeah, we can tell that you really like Young Link, man. We can tell. We can tell that you really like. I'm glad that you like Young Link a lot. I'm really glad that you like. Let me ask you a question about Young Link. Let's turn this around. So you like Young Link more? Who do you like more, Young Link or Toon Link? Who's your favorite small version of Link? Young Link or Toon Link? Which one? I don't know if I can grow a wizard beard, guys. I'm not going to sit here and say that I can grow one when I can't. I don't know if I can. DLC roster predictions? I'll give 2. I think Rex is going to get in. I think Fire Emblem 3 Houses protagonist is going to get in. Oh, and I think Gen 8 Pokemon is going to get in. So I'll do 3. Gen 8 Pokemon, Fire Emblem 3 Houses protagonist, and Rex. Young Link. Young Link is better. Okay, Young Link is better. King K. Rool is broken. Looks broken. He doesn't look broken. He looks really good, but he doesn't look broken. Not yet, at least. He might possibly be the first super heavyweight to be top tier. We gotta wait and see. I think you're watching too much of Nairo's stream and what people are saying. Just wait till the game comes out. I remember back when people were saying Bowser was the super heavyweight to be top tier. Remember when Larry Lurr won that San Diego tournament with Bowser and everyone was saying Bowser's like the greatest character in the game or like one of the best. And Bowser's still really good, right? Bowser's still really good, but he's nowhere near as good as people were hyping him up to be before the launch. So let's wait till the game actually comes out. Let's wait till the meta develops, you know. So yeah. Oh, I have big plans for Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving, man. Thanksgiving's really good. Get to eat really good smoked turkey. So yeah, I'm down for Thanksgiving. Also, if you can choose another Castlevania rep for Smash, who would it be? Another Castlevania rep for Smash? I would probably be Alucard. Or it would be like Soma. Alucard. Richter's already in there. Simon's in there. Alucard would probably be the one. But Gabriel would be cool. Who's from Lords of Shadow. There's a lot of different Belmonts. I mean, Trevor's awesome, obviously. Trevor's really good. The chick from Trevor's game too, and also from the Castlevania series. You know, there's a lot of good characters in Castlevania, man. Hector's cool. I like Hector. What's my favorite Smash Brothers game? Smash Brothers for Wii U. Yeah, Rex is an amiibo suit, but that is just because he's an amiibo suit doesn't mean he's not going to be DLC. Chrom is an amiibo suit as well. Inklings were amiibo suits as well, and they're also in the game. Rex Gamer, dude, calm down, dude. Stop calling people names. And you misspelled your insult, by the way. Oh man. Because you have people like Mewtwo King who analyze frame data before it's even out. Yeah, that's the thing. Like people are already analyzing frame data and saying like, well, I've calculated this, and this. But I mean, really, what it comes down to, man, is just like we gotta wait. We gotta wait till the game comes out. We gotta wait till the game actually develops with the meta. You know what I'm saying? We can't sit there and make any type of, you know. So yeah. Do I like Ken in Smash? I haven't used him yet, so but yeah, Ken's my favorite Street Fighter character, but I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna like him in Smash. Well, Bowser is fun to play, but we don't know if he's top tier or not in Smash Ultimate. He might be. We gotta wait and see. I'm saying that people were saying that in Smash for 3DS. People were saying that because like Larry Lurr won a like a tournament with Bowser, you know. So everyone was saying, "Oh, Bowser's the good character," you know, like so yeah. Excuse me. Every time you hear Ken and Smash in the same sentence, I always think of the old Marth player. Yeah, dude. Like, well, I mean, I refer to Ken as the king of Smash. That's how I just refer to him. So I don't associate Ken when people talk about that in Smash because I just refer to Ken, the player Ken, as the king of Smash. Although I think he just seems so dead on the inside. I mean, I'm not trying to throw shots at Ken, but he just seems, anytime he talks, anytime he streams, he just seems like he's a sponsored player. He just seems dead. He just seems like he doesn't care about anything anymore. I don't know, but that's just my thought. I don't know Ken, so I'm not gonna sit here and try to like dramify the whole thing. But it just seems like to me like he just has stopped caring about really anything. But that's just my thought. I don't know him. Anderson Yang with the subscription. Thank you so much, Anderson Yang. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village of Player Essence. Hopefully you enjoy it here. I'm in the chat. Please welcome Anderson Yang. Tiz for Smash. I'd be down for Tiz. Bravely Default. Do I think Gino has a chance? There's always a chance, but I don't know if he's going to get in. Colin Mitchell says, Persis, when you play Smash that much, you kind of die inside. It depends, man. It depends. I think Ken played Smash in the era where Smash wasn't this super huge, mainline, popular type of thing to where you can make a lot of money, like a lot of the guys that are at the top, at least where Ken would have been at. You know, he didn't play it in that time period. I mean, yeah, he made some money, obviously, but I mean, like, there wasn't Twitch streaming like there was. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ken was playing in the early 2000s. Ken was playing. He pretty much topped out after like what 2000. Once Brawl came out and Melee kind of faded back, he was pretty much done. Once Armada and Mango and all those guys got onto the scene, Ken was pretty much done with winning. So he didn't play it in an era where there's Twitch, where there's subs, where there's like it's fun. You know what I'm saying? Like he played it in the era where it was all about. All you did is like how you won money, how you made money was just tournaments, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? So that's not fun. I think if you're like Mango, or if you're these other guys, Armada, you can have streams, you can talk with fans, you can interact in a different way. Winning's important, but it's not as important once you've already made your stat. I mean, Mango doesn't win like every single tournament. Like Mango used to win every single tournament. Mango doesn't win every single tournament anymore, but he gets hecka subs on his channel. He's super popular. You know, people still love him. You know, so it's not the pressure. There's not as much pressure anymore to win. Whereas like when Ken was playing, it was like he needs to win every time. He needs to win. There was no Twitch. There was no fun way that you're making extra money. There was nothing outside of that. You know, so I think that's the reason why Ken feels dead on the inside, that he didn't play in the era where it was like, you know, where it was like that. You know, so I wish that he did more though, because Ken. I used to follow his stream, but his streams are so boring. Like they're just so boring. Like, and I really try to like, because like I respect him. I respect what he did for Melee. I respect what he did for Smash Brothers. You know, Nintendo obviously respects him because they had him on for the Super Smash Brothers for Wii U Invitational. He was part of that. But Jesus Christ, his streams are the most boring, most dead streams that I've ever watched. There's like, he's the king of Smash and there's like 20 people watching, dude. And it's not even about the amount of viewers. Like his stream is boring. Like it's just legit a boring stream, you know? So I don't know what's going on with Ken. And like I said, I tried to watch his streams. I tried to support when I could, but it's just, I can't sit there and watch his streams when you got ZeRo, you got ZeRo, you've got all these other guys that are just having way more fun. It looks like they look alive when they're streaming, you know? Like I can't have somebody that's just looking there like so dead, and like I can't sit there and watch that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't be fake with myself and sit there and say this is good entertainment when it's not, you know? So yeah, that's my thought process at least. Yes, I did see season 2 of Castlevania. It's really good. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Evo 208. All right, that was a long time ago, dude. Ken's been alive for a long time. No, I know what you meant. 2008. I know what you meant. Was it 2008 that he won the last Evo that he won? A long time ago. Yeah. Exactly. Immense talent doesn't always translate to charismatic personality, but it seems like he's not even trying though. I mean, you've got YouTube. I mean, you've got like a guy like Mewtwo King, right? Mewtwo King, immense talent. His streams are boring, but he's Mewtwo King. He's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, he has a little bit more personality than Ken. I don't find Mewtwo King streams very entertaining, but I do watch them because they hit the very bare minimum for me not to just fall asleep. But I do watch his streams. But yeah, you're right. Like some guys have a lot of immense talent, but they have no charismatic. They can't do, you know, even what I'm doing right here. You know, they can't even do that. You know, so yeah, I agree. But Mewtwo King reminds me of immense talent, but not really much cares. Like, unless you know Mewtwo King, everybody that knows him says that, oh, he's a character. You know, everybody that knows him, but when he's streaming, like he's like rocking his chair like this, and he's like just like looks like it's just weird. Like when you watch him, it's not. I don't find it very entertaining. But it's Mewtwo King. You know what I'm saying? So people are gonna watch, which I watch. You know. Oh yeah, I'm saying he's funny, but he's just. I don't find him super charismatic. I don't find him very charismatic. I don't find him like Nairo. I don't find him like Nairo. I don't find him like ZeRo. I don't find him like Mango. Like he's not. I mean, out of streamers, I think those guys are definitely more charismatic than him. You know, I think he's maybe a shot above like Leffen. You know, but Leffen's just super good. You know what I'm saying? So I think Mewtwo King is more charismatic and maybe a little bit more fun to watch than Leffen. But you know, I'm subscribed to all of them and I watch all their streams. So this is no shots at any of them. You know, I'm subscribed. I watch. I support. I've donated. Blah blah blah. Naifu, Scarf Army. I've done all that crap for each one of them on my Twitch Prime. So it's not like I'm no shots at any of them. You know. Let's see here. Yeah, I actually watch Axe. Axe is he's Tempo Storm. He's the Pikachu main. I do like Axe. I do like his streams. I think he's not super charismatic, but he just seems like a nice guy. So I mean, he seems like he has like a nice guy stream, you know. So I do watch Axe at times whenever he's streaming. I do watch because it's fun watching Pikachu. It's fun watching him play other games and stuff like that. So I do like Axe. He's cool. He seems like a good guy. I wouldn't call his streams like super hype though. I mean, like, you know, I wouldn't call them hype, but they're good. They're definitely good. If you watch him normally. Like, if you watch him in tournament, then you're probably going to want to watch him play, you know, when he does. So, yeah. You guys are having a young Link battle down here, man. This is crazy. Prince Gross says, places OJ, sorry, OJ got here late. Just saw the tweet on Gris. The game looks phenomenal. Could be another journey. Yeah, it looks pretty good, man. It looks pretty good. All right, guys. 7 o'clock. It's been over 2 hours, so we're going to go ahead and shut it down here. Thank you guys for all the donations. Thank you guys for all the subscriptions. Thank you guys for everything. Shout outs to the stream leaders. Who ended up the stream boss here? Let's see here. Who ended up the stream boss? So Jay Davy and Twilly Darkness, thank you guys so much. You guys ended up the top stream ninjas out. However, nobody knocked me out though. So I think this is the first time in a stream where I actually didn't get knocked out. So I'm still the stream boss. Shout outs to Jay Davy and Twilly Darkness. Thank you guys for the top stream ninjas for the night. And also, once again, thank you for everybody who subscribed. We will be back pretty soon here, guys. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back with the what's it called, the Fire Emblem Heroes presentation. So that's gonna be a 13-minute presentation. I'll go from 7:30 to 7:33 p.m. PT. So look forward to that. If you want to watch it with me, come hang out. Whatever, have at it. I will be here. I will be here for that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. This live stream will be live or will be up later tonight. So if you want to watch the replay, if you missed it, you can watch it later. So it'll be up. So thank you guys so much for watching. Do appreciate it. And we'll see you guys very soon for the Fire Emblem Heroes thing that's happening. All right. Peace out, guys.